Yo, what is up, guys? So today I'm just gonna make a really short video again. I don't have energy to make like really long, extensively edited videos. So today's video is just gonna be on like making Meso. If you're new to the game, you clicked on the right video because I've got some like average ways to make Meso. So with the Destiny update, a lot of people are doing Explorers to 220 because of the rewards that are given by Nexon. If you reach 205, you get the experience node zone, which is meh. Get your adventurer support box at 210, which is meh. Arcane symbol selector node stone, yeah. I mean, node stones are really expensive right now, so you can profit off that. But double click to obtain a more experience node zone. So then 220 is what the real power spike. You get a unique emblem, so it would just be like this, but unique. And then you get a 20k Maple point coupon, which you can use for the Stella Pass, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Stella Pass. Let me just go ahead and mix up this real quick and get some coins. Yeah, so, okay, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but basically, you get the idea, right? People are doing their mules to 220 because they want that 20k Maple points, and if most people who do their mules to 220 are smart, they're gonna make that into a bossing mule, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. So I'm gonna go into the auction house and show you guys a way to make Meso. So we have this. I actually made this. It's an Aquatic Letter Eye Accessory. It comes with a really decent flame. I've never seen a flame like this high before, honestly. I got it from Zachem today, like literally just now. And it has 66 dex flame, so I cubed it, I cubed it for like a really shitty end pot, or main pot, which is 12 dex plus 50 defense. And then it came with a bonus potential, which has 10 attack, and then someone bought this for fucking 20 mil. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if you see an item with a good flame and you have completed your Legion, like to the most, you know, for the most part, my Legion's like 6.5k. But if you have your Legion like, you know, around 6 to 8k, you can just, and you're done with Dex, for example, you can create mule gear. Because right now, a lot of people, what I'm getting at is that a lot of people are doing their Explorer mules. I don't know. I think the event will end pretty soon. But yeah, basically, you just want to create a character that can solo like decent bosses. Because the boss revamp is very useful for people who are starting off to the game. I think, you know, they've revamped all the crystals. Used to be like 60 per character. But yeah, it's, you know, shared within your entire account, so you get like 160 crystals. But anyways, I'm getting so sidetracked, but you get the idea, right? Like, so you're just gonna create bossing characters. Your main character should be funded enough to, like, you know, do stuff like Hilla. Hard Hilla is automatically unlocked once you do Hilla. I think, you know, there's no pre-quest for Hilla. Same with Zachem. So just fund yourself enough to do Chaos Zachem. I would say you need like, I don't know, like 2 to 5 mil range minimum or something, just to be extra sure. And then you can even do normal Magnus. And so you guys have to also realize that they used to make it so you have to complete the pre-quest for all these bosses, like, you know, every single character you have to do it. But no, now they've changed it so that you do it on one character and then you are set. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, and you just want to just do every single boss because, well, so Rudibus, they don't really give you like crazy good rewards, but when you do stuff like Zachem, Zachem drops all of these. And people are actually buying these. Let me see what the prices in Bear right now, because I am playing regular server. Aquatic Letter Eye. Yeah, they're selling for like 5 mil each. They usually sell around this much, but if you're starting off, a couple mil is really good, you know, if you're free to play. And like I said, if you have a good flame, like these are pretty shit flames, no offense to whoever put this up. It has 18 strength, 15 dex, blah blah blah. Usually people don't look twice, and they sell them for, you know, people's Legion stuff or whatever. So yeah, I did sell my superior item I sold my Aquatic Letter Eye Accessory. If you get, I'm telling you, if you get something good like this, do not waste the opportunity. Well, obviously, if you're starting off with the game, I recommend just, you know, saving this for a mule. Like, this would be really good for Mercedes, because, you know, Mercedes is a bowman, so they use, you know, Dex as their main stat, so that would increase their range a lot. Yeah, I sold that for 20 mil. And when you unlock Magnus, you can sell crystal. Well, it drops a crystal Ventus Badge. And oh, okay, well they're a little bit cheaper now. But these usually are a little bit cheaper. But they went up a little bit. But I'm telling you, like when the event started, they were like 10 mil. I'm not gonna get too into that. But point is, if you know, for example, like this event, right? A lot of people are playing the game. They want to create explorers. They need a badge. So they go into the auction house and everyone's buying a badge. The supply goes down, so the value goes up. So people, like, I've never seen Crystal Ventus badges go this low before, sorry, this high before. So you get the idea. Like, if there's an event like this ever again, which will be in the future, people are gonna make mules because, you know, Nexon's like, hey, if you get your character to 20, then we're gonna just give you these rewards, so people want to fund their characters as like for fun. A lot of my guildmates have actually you know, spent a lot of time getting their mules to 220 just for this event, because they also, I'm assuming that they're going to use it as a bossing mule, which is good for weekly income nowadays, because bossing is more mandatory in today's meta in MapleStory. So you basically just want to have spell traces. You get them naturally from, you know, grinding. When you enter the Pollo and Frito portals, they usually give you like, you know, a stack of 800 spell traces. Of course, spell traces drop naturally from mobs while you hunt. So if you do like to grind in this game, you can get rewarded for that, you know, with spell traces. And just so you guys know, spell traces always go up before spell trace fever, so always check the website. They will go up to like maybe like 7k each, and that can be like, you could buy like a stack of this, and then, you know, this stack is 9,000, you go down, so you go 9,000, yep, you would get like, I don't know, like 20 mil profit if you're like desperate. You can like kind of collect spell traces as like stocks or something. If you're really desperate, you can get like 10, 20 mil profit. But my point is, you want to get spell traces, and what you do with the spell traces, if you don't know what to do with it, you can either one, sell it, but you can also provide value to players who are doing their explorer mules. You can use your spell traces to create mule gear, and mule gear, you only, just so you know, like lower level items, like for example Ifia's pendant, you only need 34 spell traces, right? Because it's like level 110, but let's go to a higher level item, right? So maybe like this. These are going to cost a little bit. Hold on, that's already scrolled, sorry. So yeah, the traces go up by like a lot. So it does get really pricey. It does, you know, suck your spell traces dry, you know, like it's just, you just want to create like low level gear, because it only requires 24 spell traces, as, you know, it's a low level item. But yeah, people love these, honestly. If you can create like a nice one, you can sell that. That's just one of the methods. You get the idea, right? Like you just create these bossing accessories. If you find, okay, so when you do Hilla, she often drops a lot of like necromancer chaser hats, or not, sorry, just like necromancer gear. Royal Von Leon, I think this drop, I'm pretty sure this drops from Hard Von Leon. So you guys are starting off the game, you want to do Von Leon prequest. I don't know if they changed it, but you basically just go to Lionheart Castle in the world map, and you can pretty much figure it out. It's kind of a long prequest, I'm not going to explain it, but if you're really curious, you can Google it. But yeah, you just go here, and then you kill, and then you collect the etc. items, and then you unlock the boss, and you can do hard. And you also, oh god, this is such a long prequest, but there's a chance for Arcarium to give you a what is it called? Dominator pendant. It's like you're never gonna get it, but like if you get it, you can sell it for like a little bit. Let me see how much it is in the auction house. You type in Dominator pendant, it comes as untradeable. Dominator pendant. Yeah, so if you get it, in Bara currently it's about 700 mil, 800 mil. So you know, prices will fluctuate, of course, but that's just an example. It comes untradeable, but you can get a free, what do you call it? Platinum Scissors of Karma from your reward shop. So you go to you go to events, you go to Maple Rewards shop right here, and you get 1 free Platinum Scissors of Karma per month. It resets today. At the time of me recording this video, it is July 1st, so that means that the entire thing has reset. So you get all of these items, like a limited quantity. It tells you like you get 2 left, you get 1 left, you get 5 left. But yeah, you only get 1 scissor per month, so watch for the reset every single month and you should be good. Yeah, and just use this to sell like an item that's untradeable that you no longer have use for, or you want to make profit off of, such as the Dominator Pendant, if you do get it from Arcarium, but that's like way later. I don't think Arcarium's like hard to kill for like early game players, but yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, also Cygnus. So when you do Cygnus, it's also good for Mule Gear. You can create some Mule Gear from killing her. When you kill Cygnus, you get what do you call it? These Piece of Darkness, and then you can select the 5 from your class since I'm a thief, or you can go into these and you can get like so let's see, maybe someone wants to do like a pirate, right? So let's just select this one, and let's see. Okay, the flame is pretty good, 6% all stat, but it has luck and yeah, the flame is mediocre. If it was like really fat, like strength or dex, that'd be pretty good for pirate, but that's not bad. But yeah, everything in this game is pretty much RNG, or you know, random number generated items. So it's just random. It's all gambling. So that's why people kind of love and hate this game. But you get the point. Also, you know, obviously, when you're starting off with the game, you can get Master Craftsman's cubes. I would recommend joining a guild. When you join a guild, you can, you know, sell your items to guildmates, and if the guild has an alliance, you can sell that in the alliance. Be like, you know, type in your chat bar, selling right bracket, selling less, or selling greater than, you know what I'm talking about, 5, or so, sorry, selling 5 Master Crafting Cubes for whatever. Okay, you get the point. Like, okay, so these sell for 5. Sorry, I haven't slept yet. Master Crafting Cubes sell for 5 mil each in a regular server, and then if you get a Meister Cube, they sell for like about 50 to 60 mil, depending on like, you know, if they want to buy it, if they're down bad. But yeah, the whole point I'm trying to make is that you want to do bosses, right? Because bosses, they drop cubes, and it's all a daily thing. MapleStory is very daily. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and clear Cygnus for you. I'm actually going to do easy, because for this event you need boss crystals. When you kill a boss, for example, Cygnus, easy counts as something else, and then normal Cygnus counts as something else. So this is not my main character, so I'll do Cygnus on my normal Cygnus on my main character, which is my dual blade. I'm just gonna pull over here. No, I can't. All right, so I'm just gonna. She's not strong. And I recommend Shadower, because as a boss mule, because they just do so much damage for no reason. There's a skill that they have. It's off cooldown. What is it cooldown? 45 seconds, and it can go even lower with the cooldown. But basically, this skill is just kind of like Night Lord Burst. It's just really fun to use. It gives you an iframe. Does it say? What does it say? I'm pretty sure it's an iframe. Yeah, you will not be pushed back by any... Okay, wait, hold on. Did they change it? I don't know if this skill is still an iframe, but anyways, it just does damage. Okay, all you gotta know is it does damage. My Shadower is like somewhat funded. Like, this is probably the best item I have. I also have the compensation weapon from last year, so you probably... If you just started the game, you're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? But, yeah, honestly, this character is semi-funded, so I'm not gonna... But I'm also using, like, Meso gear. Like, look at this, 20% Meso, so it's just kind of like, yeah. But if you guys are starting off the game, I recommend Shadower. Very fun class. It is a bit confusing, so I'd watch a guide on it for Destiny update, because they are new. Yeah, you just want to make bossing mules, because bossing mules give you stuff like, you know, this. You can get a good flame, and then you can create something. So let's see if any of these are good flames. This is actually not bad. 45 strength. That's better than what we saw in the auction house, right? So let me just give you an example. So I'll do like strength. Hopefully these all land. All right. And then you don't really spend a lot of Meso if it's such a low item. So yeah, let's just. Oh my god, I'm getting lucky today. I think it's 10 slots. Okay, so yeah, no, 8 slots. Okay. Okay, that was my first fail. Okay, we're done with that. So you see, you don't really waste that much Meso. Making gear like this. So yeah, 76 strength. That's pretty good for a mule, right? So someone's gonna buy this. Here, I'm gonna actually just show you guys that you can probably make low-key a profit off of it by just putting in the auction house and seeing if anyone bites for their warrior explorer. Okay, so I don't have any potential scrolls, so let me just go into the storage, and I usually keep potential scrolls in here. Yeah, I keep 5. These are 70%, so let's do that. See, I always fail my 70%. Oh my god, second fail. Hello. Okay, so third time's a charm, right? Yeah, so okay, so 3% defense, and then let's go to use the occult cube. Hopefully I can land 3% strength. But what was I talking about? Yeah, I've found that like if you just make like shitty mule gear, people will buy it. And you know, because it's like they would rather pay money for a valuable product that they can use for their, you know, explorer. So I think it does have longevity for people who, you know, can't be bothered, or CBA can't be asked to fucking make their own. There we go, 3% strength. Make their own mule gear, right? So yeah, so let's just put this in the auction house, and I will, you know, I will cut back into the video when someone buys it, because I'm pretty sure someone's gonna buy it. Okay, someone also, if you do pink bean, you can sell pink holy cups. This is not a good flame, so someone bought this for 2 mil. Let me just look at the pink holy cup market. Yeah, they're going for like, you could sell it for like a couple mil. When I started, honestly, like when I started the game like a year ago, I thought like this kind of money was good. So if you are a new player and you're watching this video, then definitely take note of that. So Aquatic Letter Eye Accessory, let's put it for, how much do you guys think it's worth? Like, honestly, let's put it for like 15 mil. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna buy it. And like, mind you, I barely spent any money on it, and I got this for free from Zachem. So I'm pretty sure someone's gonna buy it. I will sit back a little bit. It'll probably be like 5 minutes till someone buys it, and I'll cut back into it. So let me go ahead and run Hard Von Leon on my side character, which is a Shadower, level 233 Shadower. I don't think he's hard. I can probably one-shot him with Sonic Blow, my favorite skill. Honestly, one of my favorite skills in the game. Yeah, it is just overkill. So yeah, he does drop gear like this, if you look right here. Ifia's pendant as well, so if you do get a good flame, you know what, if this was like a Bowman cape, and it had like 56 stacks flame, then that'd be pretty nice. This is a pretty bad flame, 1% stat, all stat, never use that. Yeah, so you can get nice mule gear. I recommend creating at least like 2-3 characters that can, you know, do all these bosses, because again, all of the bosses are shared, so once you complete the quest on one character, then you have access to all of the bosses on most of your characters, except Princess No. Princess No, for some reason, you have to do, like, I have it, my main character is my dual blade, right, Poppy. This is my Shadower, and it doesn't, the pre-quest for Princess No is actually AIDS, so do Princess No pre-quest on your main character. Ranmaru is actually just, I think you just talk to some guy in Elnath, and that's it. So let's just do Ranmaru. He also dropped pretty good gear, I think like level 150, but I don't know if they have good flames, I don't remember, I can't tell. Sorry, it's gonna be a lot of key smashing. Alright, so usually I've heard from someone that you actually get cubic blades from him, so that might be a good source of income as well. I want to say cubic blade, like the purple cubic blades, the chaos ones, they sell for like 10 to 20 mil in Dara, so they do fluctuate. People use them to create cubes in Ardent Mill. But yeah, you can also, of course, make a lot of Meso from the boss crystals. So look, I'm going to sell all of these. Actually, I found that with this update that you find like, you just never are able to sell all your boss crystals, because honestly, I'm like pretty lazy, I don't always play the game. But when I do, I just find that this number is pretty huge, and I just never am able to sell every single boss crystal. But please do not play like me. If you're playing this game pretty casually and you don't want to spend Meso, or sorry, you don't want to spend IRL money, real life money on this game to progress, definitely take advantage and create as many characters as you can that can do bosses. I actually can't be bothered to log on to my other characters, but my main, like, you know, 3 characters or whatever, I absolutely use them to boss. Obviously this is my main character, and then my Shadower, which I'm currently on, my Night Lord, which I defunded because, I don't know, I don't have the patience to play like 3 characters at once. But you can get creative, you can do bossing mules. I haven't played every single class extensively like 5th Job, but you can go on YouTube and type in like bossing mule, MapleStory bossing mule like tier list. There's a lot of videos on like people giving their honest feedback on like if this character is good for bossing, if it's worth funding to like, you know, 1 mil, 2 mil range for bossing. But yeah, you get the point. My Legion's only 6.5k, by the way. It could be like 8k if I really want, or like 7k if I really wanted to, but I just can't be bothered again. Like I'm pretty much like the laziest MapleStory player on YouTube, but yeah, let's see. Populatus doesn't actually drop anything, but I'm just gonna run my bosses with you guys. I said this is gonna be. I'm sorry. I said this video is gonna be a short video, but I'm just chilling with you guys. Like, what's going on? Yeah, I actually don't remember what the Populatus prequest was, but I don't know. I don't remember what it was. It's pretty slow. Sonic Blow. You literally just look. If you literally just wait 30 seconds, I definitely recommend doing Shadower. I definitely recommend doing Shadower for bossing mules because this is so brainless. It's like really short cooldown for burst. So the skill is pretty much maxed. It does like, look, it does like 900 damage. It's not even max level because it's not like, you know. Let me just turn my nose off real quick. Sonic Blow. Yeah, it's, oh my god, my Sonic Blow is only level 14. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like I quit my Shadower because I wanted to play a boy character because guys will hit on you if you play girl characters. So I quit. But yeah, definitely unlock normal Populatus. You can get a free. Where is it? You can get a free 2.6 mil Meso every single day. So look, I made some Meso with selling the mule gear, with, you know, killing Zachem, you can fund yourself to kill Chaos Zachem and then normal Zachem. And yeah, you sell so many damn boss crystals. Like I'm telling you right now, guys, like if you're coming back to the game, Mesos are super inflated right now. So like 80, like just think of MapleStory as real life, right? MapleStory is basically a copy-pasted economy. Like it's an online economy, right? It's a marketplace, and Mesos are just super inflated right now, as you know, the housing crisis that we're in right now. It's just, I don't want to get too political, but you know, everything, money's not always as valuable. So like you may think 81 mil is a lot from just doing nothing, but it's not that much. But you know what, if you find value in like 80 mil from doing like barely any work, then go for it. So yeah, what I do is like basically at the end of the day, I will put my Meso into the storage, and like honestly, in like a couple days I can get like maybe 1 billion Mesos. It's not that bad. This is all passive. I don't really do anything. Obviously, I have spent money to like fund my characters, but there's ways to fund your character that don't require, you know, like extensive, you know, Meso to like buy, or like, you know what I mean. Yeah, so event rings is one of the examples, right? So you want to, event rings definitely give you that edge. This current event, if you guys are coming back to the game, a lot of people are coming back to the game on summer 2022. Every summer, I've noticed for MapleStory, they do a crazy event, and they give you these rings, and you can tier them up to legendary, and you can get Mesos obtained. which is really good for meso farming. Even though meso farming is no longer profitable, but you still want to get it if you do. Or if you're planning to grind to 250, you're gonna get back like a couple hundred mil, maybe like a couple bill, depending on how your rates are for training to 250. But yeah, you might as well make some free meso while you're grinding, right? As long as you one shot, it's not a problem to give yourself some like meso rings and stuff like that. But yeah, this event gives you even more. Like, this is a pretty good event, so you also want to, where's the event? Yeah, you get like a free 1 of 3 event ring selector coupon. So you can't equip more than 1 of the same ring, of course, so make sure you're not getting the same ring. I have none of these rings. I don't have Awake, Glory, or Tenebrous. I have only the Vengeful and the Cosmos rings, so just make sure you're not getting the same ring again, because, well, you can. I think you can, you just can't wear it, you know, if you're not planning to wear all of it at once. But yeah, you can fund your character with events, and it's honestly, the more you play this game, the more you learn about the economy, the more you learn about everything. This is not a great video, I know, but hopefully someone new is watching this and they find some kind of value in this. So yeah, just to recap, just create mule gear for people, and obviously if you're a new player, you want to create that mule gear for yourself. There's nothing wrong with spending some meso when you start the game, so if you don't have, you know, if you have like a disposable income, go into the meso market, and let's see what the meso market is. So yeah, so basically this is how it works, right? So you have maple points, right? So you want to buy 1 billion mesos, that would be 9,000 maple points, and that is basically $10. So $10 for 1 billion mesos. If you know, $10 is not that hard to make these days, and plus inflation, so it's not really worth $10, right? So just buy, if you're starting off the game, go into the Meso, or something, what am I saying? Go into the cash shop and you bought, so say you bought 10k NX, right? POV, you bought 10k NX card from the website, from the gas station, whatever. And then you click on this item, 10,000 maple points, and then that is where you can convert your NX prepaid into, make sure it's, I'm pretty sure it has to be NX prepaid or credit, I don't remember. Wait, let me just double check for you guys. Yeah, so it's one of the other, so you can't, I'm pretty sure it has to be prepaid. Yeah, you can, yeah, just, so get prepaid Meso, or prepaid NX, and change that into 10k maple points, and then 10k it would be 1 billion mesos, so like that's not terrible. And also be aware that the meso market does change, so it would be, yeah, look, it just went up 5, it was 975 before, if you pay attention. Now it's 980, so you can also do the vice versa and sell mesos, but this is what free-to-play players do, they just sell their mesos to get NX, but it's better to buy meso with the meso market. Nothing wrong with that, you know, if you spend like $20 for, you know, you get the idea. Do I have maple points? No, well, I don't have enough, but yeah. Oh my god, this is a long ass video, but I hope these like really average tips, lukewarm tips I'd say, help you guys out. If you're starting off to the game, take everything slow and just watch a lot of videos on YouTube and like Google a lot of things, ask a lot of questions, join a guild, because you're gonna have so much resources in a guild. Like, join a good guild. I don't know if you're in Barra, but like find a nice guild that's like, you know, entry level, but also not too like, you know, casual. Like, just find a guild where you can just have a nice community to talk to and you can ask questions. And if you don't want to ask questions in the guild, then just, you know, just go to Google. Like, the MapleStory Reddit has a lot of questions that you can, you know, find for yourself. But also, I don't know if I recommend that. I don't know if I recommend the MapleStory subreddit, but just Google. There's a MapleStory Wikipedia page. I found a lot of my questions answered on that. People write this stuff in their free time, and I found it pretty useful when I started off to the game. But yeah, oh my god, I talk so much. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna end the video right now. Hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, whatever, and comment below if you guys think my voice is annoying, because I think my voice is annoying. So, yeah. Peace out.